Sup guys, this is the Power Up Mushroom, and I'm sorry I didn't put this video up a lot sooner, but I did have to work. But I was able to watch the Nintendo Direct presentation right before I went to work, so I actually let this rest a little bit. I was able to sleep on it and all that good stuff. I'm awake, I'm ready, let's do this. This is the Nintendo Direct recap and my initial thoughts on the whole thing. Now, the Nintendo Direct, it started off really oddly. I didn't expect them to announce anything for the 3DS, but I'm glad we're getting things for the 3DS still, because a lot of these titles are really awesome, and one of the first titles they announced was WarioWare. WarioWare Gold is a new title that's coming to the Nintendo 3DS. I don't remember exactly the release date that they announced. WarioWare is going to get a new game on the 3DS, and if you've never played a WarioWare game, you definitely got to try out a WarioWare game. They're pretty unique. They're a bunch of mini games that are just real fun. It's a lot of fun. And this one, I think they said this is going to be like the biggest one that they release. So it's called WarioWare Gold, I believe, and yeah, it's coming out on the 3DS this year, I believe. So yeah, definitely that's something I'm going to probably check out eventually sometime this year when I get all my games thrown in there. Yeah, you know what I mean. The next game that was announced for the Nintendo 3DS, which is really, it's cool. This game actually looked really good, and I'm really interested to see what happens. And it's called Dylan's Dead Heat Breakers. Now, this game looks like it's kind of like a racing type action game, almost. It's not really racing, but it looks like they said it was a tower defense game, but it looks really unique. I'm actually really interested. It's gonna hit the eShop soon, later on this year. It's the action-y demo is actually just coming out on May 10th, so I'm gonna definitely give that a shot. May 10th, free demo, why not? You know, give it a shot. It actually looks really interesting, and something that it looks like I'll be into. You know, so Dead Beat Breakers, whatever, Dylan's Dead Beat Breakers, that one's what I'm looking forward to. It releases May 24th, the demo comes out on May 10th, so if you guys are interested, you guys should probably check that one out. I think that one's going to be a pretty decent game. That one actually looks really interesting as a tower defense game, and it looks pretty cool. I'm thinking I might enjoy it. Now, one of the ones I did not expect to see right here at the Nintendo Direct was a remake of Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. Now, very few people know this, but I'm a huge Mario and Luigi fan. Like the RPG series, I love the games. In my personal opinion, I think nothing has topped Partners in Time. I like that one a lot. That one's like my favorite. But the other ones are just as good. And Bowser's Inside Story was actually a really decent game, and I did get that game really late. Like, I wasn't able to get that game until after I got Mario and Luigi Dream Team, but it's actually a really good game. And I do like the style that they have for the new Mario and Luigi games on the 3DS. Like they have Mario and Luigi, I think it's a mashup between Mario and Luigi and Paper Mario. They have Dream Team. They have the remake of Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. They're really good styles, and I really do love the characters. It's real funny. It's real quirky, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of Mario fun RPG. Basically, if you guys have played Super Mario RPG on the Super Nintendo back in the day, like, come on, you had to have. If you had a Super Nintendo, you played that thing. Definitely, this is one that I will tell you guys you got to check out. Bowser's Inside Story was really good, and they're adding stuff to it. I guess they're adding Bowser Jr. in there, so that's pretty cool. One thing I was a little disappointed though. It's not releasing this year, it's releasing next year, so I'm going to have to wait a little bit, but it gives me time to play all the other Mario and Luigi games up to that point, and I think that's one I might want to review, because that's one of those games I'm going to be looking out for, definitely. Alright, the next game that they announced on the Nintendo Direct was Detective Pikachu. Now, come on, everyone's been looking forward to this game. Detective Pikachu, apparently Pokemon, they're going crazy or whatever in the city, and Detective Pikachu is trying to figure out what's going on. It looks like a fun spin-off. It looks like something I'd play almost like kind of next to the Pokemon Ranger series. It doesn't look exactly like that, but Detective Pikachu looks like a spin-off in that sort thing. I know they're not going to use a stylist like that, but I'm definitely interested to see what Detective Pikachu has for us. And Pikachu can talk. Like, he can straight up talk. He has a deep voice. Basically, I have no clue what voices him. I forgot who did, but if Benedict Cumberbatch, I feel like, no, it's not Benedict Cumberbatch. It's somebody. But Benedict Cumberbatch, that'd be pretty hilarious if he was voicing Pikachu. But Pikachu, he has a deep voice, and the game will be releasing March 23rd with an amiibo on the same day. Holy crap, that's this month. Alright, next one I did not expect to see at the Nintendo Direct. And I was actually a little surprised that this one wasn't on the Switch. I know some people were a little pissed off that it wasn't on the Switch. Me, I don't really care. I mean, I do. I wish it was on the Switch, but hey, we're getting a GameCube remake of Luigi's Mansion. And Luigi's Mansion was one of those games that it was like, I feel like Nintendo didn't have a lot of faith in Luigi's Mansion, so they just kind of like threw it out there. It was a really good game, but it was too short. And I hope that this can start like they had Luigi's Mansion, The Dark Moon, released on the 3DS. Now they're having the remake released on the 3DS. I hope this kind of opens the door for them to kind of see that people want another Luigi's Mansion game. Give us a Luigi's Mansion game, because Luigi's Mansion is it's really cool. It was really cool to play as a two-player kind of guy that, you know, if you're the younger kid, you played as Luigi, so you finally got your story if you were number 2. So Luigi's Mansion is getting a remake on the 3DS, and I'm pretty excited for it. They didn't say when it was getting released, though. At least not that I remember. Next one, I'm looking forward to this one. It's Kirby Star Allies. Kirby Star Allies is releasing. Oh, well, yeah, it's releasing on the Switch. That's it for 3DS stuff. Don't forget about the Luigi crap. But Kirby Star Allies is releasing on March 16th with an update, a character update coming out on later on. I think March 28th. Yeah, 28th. March 28th. There is a free demo for Kirby Star Allies. It's pretty cool. If you don't have the demo, just go download it on the Switch. You'll have a lot of fun with it. And they did say they're going to be updating the game as it goes. Free updates, by the way. And the first update, they are going to include marks from the original, or not the original, but from Kirby Superstar Saga or Ultra, if you played on the 3DS. And that's really cool. I do like Marks as a character. And it's going to be pretty cool to play as your favorite, you know, Kirby characters with more updates, more characters to play as. If you've never played a Kirby game or never played a co-op Kirby game, this is where you gotta play this, because Kirby games are freaking awesome. They're fun as heck. They might be easy, but they are fun as heck. Alright, next one. I did not expect to see this, because Nintendo just kept on throwing out stuff that was just... I can't believe they're doing it, but we're getting an Okami HD remake on the Nintendo Switch. Yeah, I know, it was already released on the PlayStation and all that, but to see Okami come to the Nintendo Switch, hey, that's pretty cool, because it kind of gives Okami a second chance. And not a lot of people have played that game, and if you haven't played that game, I highly recommend that you do. My friend Erin, she's actually a huge fan of this game. I think it's one of her favorite games of all time, actually, and she loves the hell out of this game, so I definitely think that you guys should give it a shot. It's definitely something for, if you're an artist, you're gonna love this game. Just trust me. They didn't really say when Okami HD would release, but they said in the summer. My guess, it could release sometime in August. That is my guess. That's me. That's just what I'm guessing. Then they started bringing out the indie games. We have Sushi Striker. That's coming out on June 8th. That one, it looks like a nice little mini game to be coming out on the Switch. It's something that I would definitely give a shot. You know, I'd play it, and you know, I'd kind of look at it. It looks fun. Depends on the price for me. But June 8th, that's when it's coming out. Basically, you're just kind of throwing sushi at each other. It's weird. You guys have to watch the Nintendo Direct. I can't really explain it to you other than that there's sushi on a conveyor belt, and you have to kind of connect the sushis together, and then you throw the sushi at your player or the opponent. It's kind of in a way like Tetris, where you would match up the blocks and they'd kind of get thrown up at your opponent and they'd be struggling, you know, that type of thing. It looks pretty cool. It looks like a fun mini game, but that wasn't the highlight. This next game was a highlight for me, though. Now, Project Octopath Traveler finally has a release date, and that is July 13th, with a collector's edition to be released on the same day. Obviously, I'm gonna go pre-order that collector's edition probably as soon as I'm done with this video, but this is the most anticipated game of the year for me. Like, I don't care about any, no, I do care about other games. There are other games out there, but Project Octopath Traveler is that game that I'm looking at. I'm just like, this game is going to be good. If you guys haven't seen already, you guys can probably check the link down below. I'm going to put a link in the description to one of my videos. I was talking about Project Octopath Traveler because I do have a demo out on the Nintendo eShop for the Switch. If you haven't played it, I think you should try it. Specifically, if you're a fan of Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy VI, like those old style Super Nintendo JRPGs, this is the game for you. The game, it's basically the characters. There's 8 characters. You can all do different things with these 8 characters. Their paths interconnect and everything. It's really cool. I really think that this is one of those games that it's gonna be, it's gonna be praised because it looks beautiful. It just, the music is so great. It's almost like I'm playing Final Fantasy VI all over again. For me, that's what it feels like for me. So, I mean, take my word for it, but I was surprised when I started playing the demo and I really enjoyed it. And this is one of those games that I'm looking forward to a lot. So I just can't wait for this game to come out. I'll definitely be there. So remember, guys, if you guys haven't gotten it already, the collector's edition is up for pre-order. Play the demo, see what you guys think about it. Maybe if you played it, let me know in the comments down below if you liked Octopath Traveler. I know I did, but what did you think? So July 13th, that's when that releases. Then they announced No More Heroes. I don't think they give us a release date for that. The No More Heroes game, it looks pretty cool. Like, at least we're getting another No More Heroes game. What would be nice if they could get another, like the rest of the No More Heroes and like kind of port them over. But yeah, we're getting a No More Heroes game. It's a No More Heroes game. I didn't really ask for it. It's not that I don't like it. It's just I didn't ask for it. But for fans of the series, I hope that this one I hope this is good for you guys. I hope you guys are excited about it because I've heard a lot of great things about it. I've just never played through the entire game of No More Heroes. You know what I mean? You guys know what I mean. Next up, we had Dark Souls. It finally got, they went in more depth about Dark Souls. They did announce that there is going to be a network test, so I guess like a beta. So look out for that. It's going to happen in May, I believe. It should be before the launch because the game launches in May 25th. So that's like 2 months away. There is a Solaire amiibo, so Solaire is praising the sun, and man, I'm excited for that. Dark Souls, I'm really excited for. That's one I'm gonna be playing on the Switch. I can die wherever I want and all that. It's gonna be really cool. If you never played Dark Souls, definitely give it a shot. Trust me. Then we had Mario Tennis. They did announce that it's gonna be releasing June 22nd. If you don't know what Mario Tennis is, I don't know what to tell you, but it's a really cool game. The Mario sports games have always been good, and this one looks really interesting. I'll definitely be picking that one up on June. And then we had something I was really hoping for because I never got to play. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. That one is coming in July 13th. On July 13th, they're releasing Toad Treasure Tracker. I'm glad they're porting a bunch of the Wii U games over to the Switch because a lot of the Wii U games, they didn't get love, and Toad Treasure Tracker is one of the games I really wanted to play, so I'm definitely going to be picking that one up. It's a puzzle game. Pretty excited about it. They did announce that they're going to be doing a 3DS port later in the future. I'm pretty psyched about that. Who knows? I want to see how that turns out. It looks pretty good. So definitely I'll be looking out for Toad Treasure Tracker in the future. So if you haven't played it, now's your chance on July 13th. Then after that, we got a little teaser about Undertale coming to the Nintendo Switch eventually. That's basically all it said. There's nothing else to say about that other than that the fandom's going to rise again. You guys should probably hide. I'm not kidding. Alright, and then one of the biggest surprises during E3 not E3, but Nintendo Direct happened. No one in history could ever expected this to happen. Yes, Crash Bandicoot has been on other platforms. They have been on a Nintendo platform before. But the Insane Trilogy is coming to the Nintendo Switch, and that's such a big deal because those original 3 games were the games that, like, back in the console wars, if anybody remembers the trailers, you know what I'm talking about. Crash was talking major trash in Nintendo, and now Nintendo kind of has them, like in the they have them. They have Crash Bandicoot now. It is going to be coming to other platforms like the Xbox One and PC later on, but really it's the Nintendo Switch that we were all kind of shocked because Crash, the original 3 games, had never been on a Nintendo platform, and it really never looked like it was ever going to be there. And really, I thought it was going to be an exclusive for PlayStation. Really, I think we should have gotten the hint because on the cover for Crash Bandicoot, it really doesn't say only for PlayStation on there. So we could probably gotten a hint that, yeah, it was probably going to come to other platforms, but I really didn't expect it to come on the Switch. But for people who are excited about it, man, I can't imagine. Playing Crash wherever you go, it's going to be really cool. I think that a lot of people are going to enjoy Crash Bandicoot on the go. So definitely they're going to do something with that. I hope that they include like some scoreboards or something that you can kind of trade with your friends. I don't know, do something, but it's cool. We're getting Crash Bandicoot on the Switch, the Insane Trilogy. I'm excited for it. By the way, Crash Bandicoot comes out on July 10th. Just letting you know. After that, we got a trailer for Little Nightmares, the complete edition. I've seen one of I can't English right now. A YouTuber I watch a lot. Her name is Darker Devotee. Usually I go to her for like Let's Plays and stuff. Her Darker Devotee and Gothic Tech. Well, those are like the two major people I watch for Let's Plays, and they did Let's Plays on Little Nightmares, and that game looked really interesting. I stopped watching halfway through because I wanted to play it myself. So this one looks pretty scary. It looks actually like something that creeps me out. Something a little bit like Tim Burton, but just it looks really dark. That one's going to be releasing for the Nintendo Switch on May 18th. Yeah, May 18th. So definitely, if you guys are into horror games or something like that, little creepy stuff, Little Nightmares is coming out on May 18th. So there you go. One game that I did not expect to see on the Nintendo Switch, which I'm glad Nintendo's kind of exploring the rated M like library. South Park: The Fractured Butthole is coming on the Nintendo Switch. I've already bought that game for my Xbox One, but I think this is one game I'd probably buy again just so I could have it on the go, because South Park: The Fractured Butthole is probably a perfect game to have on the go. And I wouldn't mind playing through it again. The game is freaking hilarious. I love the game. It's so offensive. It's so funny. Like, it's over the top. Not to mention they announced the season pass to come along with it. So I will definitely be looking out for the Fractured Butthole. Hopefully Stick of Truth gets ported over to the Switch too, but the Fractured Butthole, I'm happy with that. I'm glad to see Nintendo's adapting a lot of third-party games, and it's going to be amazing. I just can't wait for that game to come out on the Switch. It's just something about playing a rated M game on the Nintendo console that it makes me excited. Like, I can play it on the Xbox and I'll be like, like, it's rated M. But when I play on the Nintendo Switch, trust me, I feel like I'm 5 years old just playing a freaking gory Doom fest of just Doom or Wolfenstein, and I'm just like at the edge of my seat, like I feel bad. Now the other game that they announced was Hyrule Warriors. That's coming out May 18th. It is the definitive edition, so it's just a port. Nothing too big, other than like, hey, it's Hyrule Warriors, and we should probably get excited for it. I didn't really get to play much of Hyrule Warriors. If you played Dynasty Warriors, you played Hyrule Warriors. I do have Fire Emblem Warriors. That's a great game. I love it. Hyrule Warriors, I might get it on sale, but if you're into that kind of stuff, Hyrule Warriors is coming on the Nintendo Switch. Hopefully they add new stuff, that way we don't have to play the same thing over and over again. But then again, not a lot of people got a Wii U, so there you go. If you want to play Hyrule Warriors, you will get your chance later on. Now, after that, they kind of announced like some updates about like ARMS, like some new ARMS tournaments or whatever. Splatoon 2 is getting more updates and stuff. They announced some of that. But what we were surprised to see at the end of the Nintendo Direct trailer is something that friends texted me. I was blowing up. This happened on my birthday too. Yesterday was my birthday, and when they announced that, I was just like, that's the greatest birthday present ever. It really was. Because they came up on like, well, TV or the monitor, whatever you're watching on your phone, they came up on there and they're just like, hey, yeah, we got one more thing to show you. And of course, as everyone already expected, Smash Brothers happened. The way it happened was, I thought it was going to be like a Splatoon 3 or something, like, I don't know, some Splatoon update that everyone's waiting for. Because the community is strong on Splatoon. It really is. And, you know, you have the squid people, those squid kids are kind of shooting at each other and all this stuff. But then the graphic style was weird to me, and I'm just like, this is Smash Brothers, isn't it? This is Smash Brothers. Yeah, sure enough, the squid kid is running. She starts chasing one of the blue squid, and all of a sudden the blue squid disappears and the screen goes dark. Let me tell you, if Dark Souls met Smash Brothers, that's what it would look like. That was pretty bad. Because the screen turned black, and she's just standing there with the lit room. She turns around, and all you see is like, legit Squid Kid looked like she was horrified, and all you saw was like the Smash Bros symbol in her eye. Legit, if that could probably be a shotting gun, or like it's something, because that was intense. After that, she kind of looks, there's a big old fiery Smash Brothers emblem, and you have Mario just standing there in the mist like that, and the light shining off his face with his mustache, and he looked all dark and mysterious. It looked like Mario got consumed by Dark Souls, and like all the characters there looked like they were consumed, because you had Mario, and then you had Link from Breath of the Wild, the Link that we know from Breath of the Wild. They were standing there in super detailed character models, and then it was just like Smash Brothers 5. It didn't say Smash Brothers 5, but it is Smash Brothers 5 because it's Breath of the Wild Link. He's a new character. The Squids, they're getting introduced into Smash Brothers. And not to mention, someone pointed it out just that way people are aware that this is a sequel. This is Smash Brothers 5. It said trademark 2018. If it was Smash Brothers for the Wii U and its 3DS, it would say trademark 2014 through 2018. And that is something to catch your eye on. So if you're worried that it's a Smash Brothers, it's just a port, no, don't worry. It's a brand new Smash Brothers 5 that's coming out. And besides, if it was Smash Brothers for the Switch, or if it was a port, it would be called Smash Brothers for the Switch. Really, I don't know why they don't just call Smash Brothers, the new one, Smash Brothers like Arena. Like, you had Smash Brothers Melee, you had Brawl, they could have gone with Smash Brothers Arena. I think that would have been the next step in the Smash Brothers like kind of line of fighting. But it's Smash Brothers. I don't know what they're gonna call it, but I'm really excited. I'm really excited for Super Smash Brothers for the Switch, whatever it's called. I'm gonna just call it Smash Brothers 5 or Smash Brothers V. If they could just have like a V in the background, Roman numerals actually work really well. Yeah, I'm super excited for that. It was one character I really want to see since they do have the Solaire amiibo. Could we see a Solaire pop up in Smash Brothers? And like, I don't know, just have his... You know one of his taunts are going to be Praise the Sun. It has to be. But anyways, I'm really excited about the new games coming out on the Switch. The 3DS is getting a lot of support. The Nintendo Switch is getting major support. Like, with just... Nintendo's winning. Like, Sony, you better pull... Well, Sony's doing pretty good right now, but Xbox, you're kind of slacking. You just got Sea of Thieves coming out this year. I don't know what else like to say other than like Nintendo Switch is just owning it. Like right now, you have some corporates just sitting inside a Microsoft office. They're just kind of there, like just they don't know what to do. They're panicking right now because really Nintendo's going to be outselling them this year. I'm really excited, but are there any games you guys are excited for? What do you guys think of a Nintendo Direct? Let me know in the comment section below, guys. That's what it's for. Talk to me, please. But anyways, guys, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and not upvote because Vidme is gone. I keep on doing that. I don't know why. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. And if you guys like what you've seen here, remember to just click that subscribe button and that bell icon down there. If you guys are interested in seeing different videos or whatever, you guys have ideas for me or whatever, you want to see me do something, a stupid challenge, maybe like every time I die in a video game, I eat a cheeseburger, I don't know. It's a win-win for me. Just let me know in the comment section what you guys want to see more in future videos. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. And remember, guys, when you guys are gaming, power up.